right? Why not?
Gary?
Well, I think we'd have to go back and look at our bylaws and.
I mean, the way we comment and give it before the city council. I mean, how can I make a comment? All right, like right now, there may be something that I don't know, which is an issue that I want to have a voice in. If I speak now, not knowing this, I've lost the right to speak up and say, whoa, whoa, that's not right.
During the board meeting, board members don't have the right to speak up, so it would have to be before, and the URTV procedures allow for open comments prior to it. So, I mean, we welcome anything you'd want to say, but we'd have to be changing the overall procedures, and that's outside my purview. Again, I'm just speaking to the procedural language that's there now.
Okay.
We welcome your input.
I'll make my comment now.
Please.
Give me your name, please.
My name is Christopher Shananagens.
Christopher.
I have been a producer at URTV as a member for over a year. My membership started September of last year. Unofficially, I co-produced a 6-episode series called The False Prophet. And that was dealing with the fact that it's spelled P-R-O-F-I-T instead of, because it was dealing with what we think is wealth and what is true wealth. I found true wealth at URTV. Because as a member, I have not only co-produced that show, I have produced, and I am in my 3rd season of a show called Mumford, which is live every Friday night, competing against what I understand is the hardest of all to compete against, which is Raw wrestling. I've gone from an hour to an hour and a half. My viewer base has gone from 5,000 per night per show to about 15,000 per show. My emphasis right now for URTV being the fact that it's on the, it's still in the basement, being built, being foundationized, and getting all the plumbing in and all the electrical in. In fact, they have been doing great. They've redesigned the editing suite to where it's quieter, where you have more privacy. We have upgraded to where we can now download HD. Let me give you an idea of who I am. I'm an unsalaried employee, as well as producer. I have been there every day. If we took all my graphics, if I would have had to pay anyone to do my graphics for my show, and I wish I would have brought a DVD in my player. I've estimated that if I would have paid URTV to do it, it would cost me anywhere from $75,000 to $150,000. I get, for $200, I got $150,000 worth of work. I think that's a dang good investment.
Very good.
And URTV under Pat, I'll put it to you this way, I'll leave. Me and Charlie will leave if Pat leaves. And that's the end of my comment.
Where's Charlie?
Right here, now this is my turn. Let's stop being children. Yes, we have been hurt. Yes, we got spanked. I got spanked because I was dumb enough to let 2 idiots say the F word 3 times. But I took it, even though I accidentally forgot to tape it and could have said they didn't say it. I took it. Now, I could get a job at 13 right now if I wanted. I now not only do my show, I co-produce about 5 other shows as well as sponsor shows from California. URTV is going to be the only bastion of truth left in our country at the way it's going. And our government would like to squish it. And there are those some that would like to rape it for whatever money they can get from it. Now, I love you, John.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to anyone who is
Wait.
URTV
If I'm being attacked.
I'm talking to anyone who joined URTV because whether they're still a member or not by payment, they're still part of the family. And I know that you got upset because you had seen a way, had been led by someone to see a way of making money.
Christopher.
Okay, and I will let it go because this gets into legal issues. And if you want to go there, I will.
I want to go there. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Tell it also. I want it all told because I don't want anything hidden.
Okay.
Let there be nothing hidden. I want it all out in the open.
I have been in the
Everything.
middle of this silence.
Tell me all the money I've made off URTV. How I'm soaking URTV for money.
Where the board meeting has time.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hello, my name is Dale German. I'm a new member of URTV, Joyner JOYNER. And I have 2 shows on URTV. Bible study on Tuesday from 6 to 7. And a community affair issues on Wednesday from 7 to 8. And I must say, since I've become a member of URTV, I've found my niche. And many of us, that's what we look for in our life, our purpose. And I have found my purpose in URTV, mainly through the community of Asheville, stopping me in the grocery store, at the gas station, stopping me at Suncom, whatever, saying, you know, I think what you're doing is absolutely fantastic. And through that, people have been coming down and joining URTV as I invite them to do so on every show. And I feel from being at URTV, not just coming there just to do my show, but I'm also an advocate viewer of URTV, that URTV puts a stamp on North Carolina. It puts a stamp on North Carolina. I'm from Atlanta, and I was in Access Public TV there. The quality equipment that we have, the quality of the management of URTV is second to none. The equipment in Atlanta, you can forget about it. I mean, the management, you can forget about
Were
it.
you at People TV in Atlanta?
People TV in Atlanta.
I toured there.
And you know, but what I'm saying
That's
is,
a busy place.
yeah, but it's as far as quality of equipment and also hands-on management, it is in no comparison to URTV. None whatsoever. And I'm telling you because I was in it. Not speaking of it, but in it. And Jonathan, Kurt, Pat, fabulous, by no comparisons to any other management of URTV. And the flow is so professional. And I would like for all to know that I am the queen of URTV. My license plate says URTV 20 because I am serious. You know, this is not a game for me. This is not a game. I realize the potential of URTV, period. I realize the potential of URTV to be national and internationally known. I have an audience also in the UK as well that have called to URTV after URTV went full stream. And it's you know, some people may take it as a joke. They're there for a moment or they're there for whatever their purpose is. Mine is to be there for until my time is up. But to also to make it known to people that it's not a joke for whatever reason. One may see it there for their platform or whatever. But I feel that it is significant to the community. It is significant to North Carolina. And to see it run any other way than what it's run, I don't, you know, we can always better it. But as far as, you know, creating a confusion or what have you, I don't really see that there's any problems there. If anyone is assuming that there are problems there, I don't see that there are any problems there. I see that the members are happy, people are coming in and joining with one another, creating absolutely fabulous programming. Me, myself, I've written a sitcom, which is going to be produced on URTV, and it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. So I think that we should come together instead of having a division. You know, division always creates problems. And I don't know if this is in order or not, but just in this room alone, it is so much division. It is, you can feel the air in here, you can cut it with a knife. If we can't come together as organizers or members, how is it that we're going to even say what's good or what's bad if you don't have a good personal relationship with the board members that are here, if you agree to disagree, but yet have a common agreement to where something should be profitable? I think first we need to get on a level of where we are all in agreement of what we're here for, not for personal, but for the community. You know, just you know, first time here, it's like, don't touch the rose because you're going to get stuck by the throat.
Well, we usually don't sit like this, we usually sit at a
I don't think it's a sitting situation. I think it's the people. You know, I don't think the seats or the furniture have anything to do with it. I think it's the people in a whole. And if we could first come together on leave the personal aspects out of it, because you can feel it with various people, you can just feel it. Leave the personal and just go for what we're here for, is URTV and the community. And I think we would be much better off.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. I think most of us are here for your TV. Frankly.
I hope so. I hope so.
I came for the snacks and there's no snacks. I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed.
My name is Lisa Bain, B-A-I-N, Landis, L-A-N-D-I-S, and they call me Glow Lady. I've been in quite a few industries in my life, and I was invited to a station in Charlotte as a guest, and that was my first public access experience. And the gentleman had asked me to host a show, and I had considered it, and he had said about checking in Asheville. And upon checking in Asheville, I found out where it was at, and I drove here and just to see where it was. And the day that I come, it was like, oh, you have to go to orientation, and it's 6 o'clock tonight. And I pulled in at 4:30, and it was like, yeah. And then from there, everything just fell into place. Oh, and we have, you know, to join, and these classes or to get certified, and it's like, wow, I'm a producer, and it's like, you know, it's so easy to be certified to produce your own media. And I love digital media. I've been doing it pretty much all my life. And I thoroughly enjoy it. And I just started my third season, and this season is Solutions for Change, and it is people who have solutions, who live in solutions to the problems of today, not to keep focusing on what the problem is, but what the solution is. And my shows, once they air, I upload them to Google Video, and I've had over 26 countries look at my shows. And now since we're streaming live, I label it as the first international talk show. It might not be the first, you know, but it's my first international talk show. And I have my first correspondent from the Netherlands. She had called in, and she will continue to call in, and I'm actively seeking other places throughout the world to call in, because that's what separates us, our differences. And until we learn to appreciate someone else's difference and not to discredit them because they are different. And something I saw on TV last night that I thought that was really cool, and it was like, who would Jesus hate? You know, we hear the what would Jesus do, but who would Jesus hate? You know, if we consider that, well then, you know, we might as well shut our mouth, because, you know, I mean, if you don't have anything nice to say, then, you know, and that's just the way it is. But I myself personally am very grateful to URTV. Someone had asked me if this was my new addiction, and you know, it's like, no, but there again, I never spent as much as I spend on URTV on any other alternative, you know, addiction. So I'm very grateful to be a member, and I plan on staying and doing what it takes. This is my first board meeting. I do live 40 miles out of town, so I'm not always in town in which to participate. But hopefully I will be more aware of when these meetings are, so that I can be an active participant and seeing what goes on. Now I guess we get to shut our mouths and really listen to what goes on. And
Thank you, Lisa. We appreciate those comments, and always help to get positive comments.
did you
Mark?
want something more?
Yeah, I guess, I'm not a board member, so it's all right.
What is your name?
I'm not a board member.
What is your name?
Oh, Mark Staley,
Thank you.
and, I guess everybody else said so. I'll say how I did it. I was really into URTV, still am. It's almost time, like Dale said, and, in our house. And then I noticed they had a MySpace page, so I sent a friend request and became a friend. They put a comment there saying how there's going to be this second anniversary party. And I thought, oh, wow, I can see the station. So I went there, and while I was there, I saw the Glow Lady, whom I've always watched her show so much. And then the next night, the pleasure saucer had an after party at the Westville pub, and so my fiance and I went there, and we bumped into her again. We started talking, and it slowly got to be to where now I'm co-producer on the Low Lady Show. So, guess that's all I've got to say.
Thank you.
Oh, well, actually, does comments, can that conclude suggestions?
Sure, it's public comment.
Oh, okay.
You're in public.
Okay. I was wondering if the station could consider, board could consider getting caller ID on the call-in line, because like 2 episodes in a row, we got an obnoxious call. Each time it was something different, but it was really bad. It went over there, and it was really bad. And I think, might be able to stop it, call people and say, hey, we do have caller ID. Don't be calling here. If you do, we can prosecute you, blah, blah, blah. And I guess maybe, I think it's star 65 or something, you can switch back and forth on that line, Studio B, make it to where the line will not take block calls. So there's one way you can just switch this back and forth. It will take block, will not take block, put on, will not take block. And so even if someone calls block, it's not going through. And one other thing was, a lot of people are watching us now more and more, anything in general, on HD TV. So maybe the monitor in the Studio A, it might be good to get an HD TV there so we can see what we really look like, how everything really looks like when we're on.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah, really.
We're not HD, but what we should do
Oh, we're
is
not.
I think what you're talking about is put a 16:9 screen up, flat screen, right?
Oh.
Yeah, we're never gonna be HD.
I thought that we were coming through in HD.
Not URTV, not public access, not ever.
So if someone has an HD TV, how are they seeing us?
Just regular.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then, I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't, they can take it off.
And also, if I may, the person to address the comment about the telephone line is Pat and the management of the station. The board focuses on the strategy and the support for URTV, and so Pat is the person to ask about caller ID and or any other modification to the phone lines.
Oh, okay.
But it's a great suggestion.
Yeah.
Again,
Thank you.
I'm sure she'll take that under consideration.
Appreciate that.
Anyone else?
Yes, me.
Please.
Randy Thomas. I've been trying to throw my hat in on this board for a long time, and I guess people have been saying some things about me, but I just wanted to make everything known out there from myself. So I just want to let everybody know that I've served on other boards before. I'm currently serving as a board of directors on the Love of God Broadcast Ministry, which is a 501c3 corporation. I do own a hosting and website design company where I have over 10,000 paying active clients currently, and I've designed over 6,000 websites, some of which have been featured on national and international television. I've been interviewed by CNN, Fox, Tech TV, and many other national newspapers and TV shows because of my experience with information technology. I've won 3 awards from Microsoft, and I've won awards from other companies such as Intel, Java, Apple, and many more. All these awards were to commend me on my efforts in the international race for information technology. So I do understand the inner workings of both a profit and a non-profit organization. And I am considered somewhat of an expert in my field in networking and marketing in both products and services such as can be found at URTV. What I can bring to URTV is an army of experience and know-how to make URTV #1 not only in Asheville but in North Carolina and the world. I know the questions to ask, I have the knowledge to build, and I know how to help URTV survive and succeed. Now to address some of the conflicts that people say that I have, since I also own AshevilleTV.net. Some people consider this as a major conflict, and I just don't see it as such. And let me list some of the features and why I think it's not a major conflict. First of all, what Channel 20 has URTV? URTV has its own channel on Charter Channel Cable 20. It has a full-time staff developed to helping producers succeed. It has 2 studios which can produce both live-to-tape and live-to-air shows. It has a massive editing room filled with computers, and it has a prop room.
This is really inappropriate, but you're doing an advertisement.
I'm not doing
No, he's
advertisement.
not.
I'm telling you the
Absolutely
difference
not.
between Asheville TV and URTV. Asheville TV is only on the internet. They don't have a local channel. It has one part-time employee. It has no studios. We can't go live to air or live to tape. We have no editing room and we have no props. To me, that doesn't sound like a conflict of interest. I don't know if it sounds like one to you guys, but it doesn't to me. And the last I checked, that URTV doesn't have such a website that would be in conflict with it. I don't understand, where the competition would come in at, unless URTV were to come up with a for-profit channel on the internet. Then I could see some kind of competition. But then, as we all know, that would probably be illegal since it's a nonprofit organization. But Asheville TV come about for one reason and one reason only, and that's when Pat asked me if I could help URTV do a live feed. And I told her, yeah, I could help URTV do a live feed. And she asked me how much money it would cost, and I told her nothing. I would donate the time, the effort, the computers, the equipment, the bandwidth, and everything for URTV to have a live feed. And she was excited about it, and I think she even told some of the board members, I'm not sure. So I went out and invested in the equipment to do the live feed and got it started. And we had the test feed, and Pat saw it, and she was even more excited about it.
But that's not exactly the way it happens, and this is not appropriate to say what I said and what I didn't say in comments. Comments are from the public to be able to say what they need to say. And if this conversation continues, it should be either an executive session or where it's appropriate.
Well, I think it's public comment, and I ought to be able to say what I want to say.
I'm not going to let you say things in public.
Well, I'm not saying anything bad about you. I'm just saying you asked me to do it. You didn't ask me to put the live feed on the air?
It's not the way it happened. I'm not going to.
Did you ask me to put the live feed on the air?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Well, that's kind of silly. I do have some emails here from you about it.
There's no comment on this process out of context.
Well, if anybody wants a copy of emails, I've got them. But anyway, I'm just trying to tell you what I can bring to the board, which obviously Pat doesn't want me on the board. It's obvious, I guess. So I'll just skip through all how Asheville TV come about and skip to this part over here, where basically I just want to let you know also that I've invested a lot of money and time in URTV. Studio B was put together in part because of me. I bought the sound mixer for it and donated TV, some cables. I took the time to put together the box to house the switchers, the mixer, 2 DVD players, and the cables. I also mounted the 2 cameras on the wall, bought the paint to paint the blue screen for the walls, and I painted it with John Blackwell here. I also mounted the TV monitors on the wall and bought 2 lights and placed them on the pipes and the ceiling. So, if I had any sort of disdain against URTV, I would not have done that kind of stuff. So I just basically want to throw that out there.
Just make a comment. Did you voluntarily put that equipment in?
Yes.
Well, then why are you speaking about it?
Just to let the board know that what I did and why I could be a help to the board. Oh, and here's what is this for?
Well, why
Certificate.
don't you tell the board how you illegally put the fees?
Okay. That's not.
If I might just interject here, okay? Before we deviate from our agenda, and there's a lot of passion involved in the people who are involved in URTV, obviously. Okay, but this meeting is not. The agenda is not to. It's not a court of law, and we're not here to argue about things together. Public comment accepted. Public comment accepted. But I really would before going start getting into personal differences and facts that can't be confirmed or facts that shouldn't be placed in this room right now, I think we should just take a moment here and proceed with our agenda. And that's all I have to say.
Well, that's all I got to say.
Thank you, Randy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Randy.
That's all you can get to say.